Hello right there, you're welcome to Chris Graphics Tutorials. Today is your first time here on this channel. Hit the subscribe button. You've been missing a lot, and thank God you have located Chris Graphics Tutorials today. Don't let this opportunity slide by again. So click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any tutorial I'm going to be uploading henceforth. Alright, we upload quality tutorials here every week, and you can't afford to miss out. So if you are back on the channel and you have not subscribed, I really don't know what you are waiting for. All right, so hit the subscribe button and let's get started. Today we're going to create a portfolio kind of design. A lot of folks, a lot of designers out there, creatives out there, have been creating stuffs related to what we are going to create with Pixellab right here. So even if you don't have a laptop, you can create this simple and straightforward portfolio. I have a personal portfolio for myself that I can't share here. All right, but if you don't, which I believe you need to have, you can create with Pixellab as well. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create this portfolio and how you can turn it into a PDF for yourself and then send for a client. You really need a portfolio. Okay, portfolio, you just talk a little about yourself and showcase your works. All right, basically. Okay, so now this is a square size, and that's what I need for this. All right, this is what I want for this. Okay, you can have a portrait or whatever size you want to set. Okay, but for us here, this is what we're going to set for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there to my gallery and bring in my own picture. All right, so I'm going to sort this by I think that's really going to save a lot of time. I would use for myself. All right, so this is Chris, and what I'm doing is for tutorial sake. Okay, so it's not really my portfolio that I'm creating, even though I'm going to use my works. Okay, so I'm going to enlarge this. I'm going to enlarge this, enlarge it reasonably, and then I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so let's have it there. All right, so you can you can see I just decided I just decided to bring my face up today. All right, I think this is the first time I'm bringing up my face on this channel. All right, so you can compare. All right, so I think I really don't need my face right here. Okay, so I'm going to just close it out. So now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to object, because it's an object. That photo is an object. Now, one pro tip I'm going to give to you is if you can make your portfolio design dark theme, it really gives that professional vibe. Dark theme, and you can add a little bit of gradient to it. So it's part of what we're going to do. All right, in this tutorial. So I'm going to hit this and then take the saturation all the way to -100. All right, for me, I really would want some little tints. All right, so I'm going to leave it this way. You can see there's some kind of effect here. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, and then the brightness, I'm taking it down. Okay, I'm going to take the brightness down, and then I'm going to move the contrast up a little bit, so you can see the effect it's having on this photo already. Okay, let's see. All right, so I'm going to hit OK. So this is what we have. Now what I'm going to create next, I'll just create a shape, make it very large, and then I'm going to bring it right here. Okay, it's too large, so I'll reduce it, position it this way. So let me just hit OK. Let's move this here. I think this is way too larger than I thought. Not too much anyways. All right, so I think this is fine by me. So I'm going to now position this way. All right, so this is a dark theme design. Okay, this design that we're going to do is dark theme. So I'm going to click color, enable the color. If I go to my gradients, there are a couple of gradients here already, but I'm going to click plus sign so that you know how I'm doing this. So this way, I want the top to be dark, and then I'm going to add just some faint effect just below it. So this is black, so this one that's kind of ash, I'll click the bucket icon, and then I want this to be a little bit of I want it to contain a little bit of purple. All right, so instead of dragging it to this other side, I'm going to keep it right here below. All right, oh, I just did that to the first part. So the first part usually is black. All right, first part is black. This part, make sure you click this other end before you click the bucket icon. So that was the mistake I just made. All right, so so you can see, if you can look at it very well, you can see it's not completely dark and it's not completely purple, just little tint of purple. I want it to come out more than that. All right, so now this is what I have here. So the next thing I'm going to do, I want to fade out the shirt aspect a bit. So I'll click this, oh, not shape, sorry, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to click stickers and bring it up, just enlarge it a bit, and once it loads you can just click anywhere outside. I'll pick it again, and then I'm going to double click it, add here, double click it again, I'm going to add another one. So come here and merge 3 of them, merge, yes. So after merging them, the next thing I'm going to do is I'll just enlarge it and change the color to black. All right, so I'll change the color to black, and I'll just put it right here, duplicate it, put it here, duplicate it again. So you just make sure you follow me from the beginning to the end. All right, so duplicate it again, and then I'm going to put here. All right, you can see it's affecting. If you want this to come up, it's just for you to drag this up above them, and you will see it's up again. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to lock them because I wouldn't want them to be moving up and down. So I'll activate my grid, and I'm going to keep this here, just to set the boundaries for what I'm going to be doing. All right, even though we might lose them because we will go out of the application. So let's say my title is here to here. Add another one. From here to here is my tags, add another one. From here to here is my main title, and then the rest is where my portfolio is going to be. I'm going to remove this. So let's try to follow this grid and see what we are going to come up with. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll just put my name. All right, let's use Chris Graphics Tutorials. Spacing, Chris Graphics Tutorials. Alright, so I'm going to change the font style to Creator Display. That's what I want to use for my portfolio. Alright, the font for my brand is what I should use. Alright, so it's actually Clash Display. Alright, and it's very related to this. So I'm going to, this is Chris Graphics. You can put your name, whatever your name is, Mabod, Mercy, whatever your name is, you can put the name right there. Okay, so now we have this Chris Graphics Tutorials. So the next thing I'm going to have, so I want to put it by, you can also enable the magnetic tool so that it will magnet to the lines. Okay, but that's not my concern now. So I'm going to create the tags that we'll be using. So I'll just open this and just activate it, reduce it a bit, and then we are going to have, the first thing I'm going to do is the About Me section. So I'll write About Me, After about me, we have a couple of other things. So I'll copy again, and we have, let's say, skills. This is going to be a little bit technical, this skills aspect, all right, because it's going to require a lot of we might not create everything, okay, we might not create everything, but after skills, now this skills, if this, since this skills is not going to be selected now, I'll reduce the opacity just to make it, you know, make my maybe prospective clients know that, okay, this is something you come across, but now we are focusing on about me. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing here. So I will move this and position it well as well. Position it well. Okay, it's not positioned well. Let's have a portfolio. And then we are going to, okay, let me take it back, copy this, and let's have testimonials. Let's have testimonials. Let me pitch this down a little bit to see what we've got. All right, so if you have other stuffs, you can put them as well. So for the about me, I want to add let me zoom out so that we can see what we're doing. So for the about me, I want to add a background. I want to add background to it to enable it. Color, so I'll use this color that I've set. Okay, let's make it a little bit darker than the first one. Okay, so 0, let's increase this to left. Now you have to be watching the stuff you have set here, right? Is 3 as well, and then top and bottom, let's check. Top is 4, let's bottom is 4 as well. So let's hit this and see what we've got. All right, so now this is what we've got. So now this is going to give the client idea that, oh, this guy is on about me, just like the tab. All right, so now the next thing I'm going to do is the title. So title is simply a text, so you have to just bring in a text and write about me. Okay, so hit OK, and we're going to really increase the size. Now you can see the space I created for it. Okay, so that's the purpose of grid lines. All right, that's one of the major purpose of why we use grid line, just for perfect arrangements, you know, or creative arrangements when you're making design. So I'm going to go here. One of the best ways to make this really appealing is to, I'll use a lightweight font. Let's use this. Yeah, so I'm going to reduce it a bit and position it here. For the other ones, we are still going to have some other tags, so we'll maximize the space above. So I'll hit the color and I'll make it purple. All right, so for me this contrasts a little bit, even though not too the contrast is not too sharp, but at least there's still contrast. So I'm going to hit this, and then let's reduce it. I'm going to change the font already. Nope, font, I'm going to change the font to the font we've been using. Now I'm going to use regular, all right, for the text. And then now I'll head to ChatGTP. I think my network is connected, so I'll head to ChatGTP and say write an about, I'm going to put this about me copy for my portfolio design. All right, so I'll write make it let's say make it design based, and let's say 4 paragraphs. Okay, let me just send the prompts. So now you can see that it's going to write. So you have to know how to use AI as a graphic designer too. All right, so it's very important. All right, so you can see I'm a professional graphic designer focused on creating visual whatever is here. Okay, let's forget about whatever is here. It really didn't add the UI UX aspect to it, and that's really fine. It's because of the prompt I use. I say make it design based, so maybe it remove that aspect. So I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to go to Pixellab, and then I'm going to paste this, right? So I'm going to paste everything here. So now everything it has written about me here is okay, enhancing user experience, whatever. Okay, everything that's written about me is actually correct, very correct. Okay, and that's because it has really studied me. Okay, so I've been using it for a couple of things, so it has studied me and it understands what I do. Okay, so I'm going to, wow, this is much, so I have to, let me remove a particular paragraph that I wouldn't want. Let's just remove a particular paragraph. Be okay for me for now. So let's increase the size a bit, just a little bit. All right, so okay, I think this is fine. Okay, now you can see this is a little bit about me. And then if you want to have maybe like some of the projects you have handled previously, you can also add them. All right, you can add them in a very creative way. So let's create another shape. Let's create another shape. We are going to place this here. All right, for radius, let's just increase the radius just a little bit. And then the color, you know, this design is dark theme based. It's a bit, the theme is dark. So and that stuff has kind of like a gradient feel, right? So let's see, let me add a stroke to it and see. Add stroke to it. All right, so we can explore this. Okay, it's not really obeying the grid line completely, but please, you just need to take your time. This is a tutorial and I have to be very fast so that it doesn't become too long. So now I want to add some projects I've done. So what I'm going to do, let's say I'll just say for me, I have a good number of years of experience. So let's begin to log this. So come here, you log this, log this, log this, log this, log this, log this as well. All right, so that you don't mistakenly begin to move things up and down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write I have 7+ years of experience. So I'm going to change this to still the same font I've been using, and it's going to be something bold this time around. All right, so let me get on black. So let me hide the grid lines so I can see what I'm doing. So 7 years plus, we may decide to tint this a bit to make it kind of like purple as well. All right, it's really going to give a very cool, cool look to this entire stuff we're doing. All right, so I'm going to do this. Where's it? I'm going to make this here. Let's increase the size right now. We'll have to just make this bold so that we can really see what we're doing. So I'm going to now 7 plus what? Yes off. So I'll still change the font to this. I'll change it to regular. All right, so if you don't know how to install fonts, all right, I have a video on my channel that will teach you how to do that. 7 plus years. Years of what? Experience. You can use caps lock for the first letters. I really can use position as well. So let's get this 7 years plus of experience. Can you see what we have? And then let's increase this. Let's say copy this. Let's say 1000 plus. +1,000. Wow, the space is not even enough. So let's say 1K plus. All right, so I think that's another way. 1K plus. Great. 1K plus. Satisfied clients. Okay. Satisfied. I'll just press enter and see satisfied clients. So I'll hit this. I'll head over to line spacing and reduce the spacing just a bit. I think this makes it a little bit faster. This makes it a little bit faster. All right, so now I'm going to go back. So let's say this is what we have. So I'm going to go to, I can just add a couple of stuffs here just to just add design vibe. All right, so let me bring in some of my designs from here. I think some of them should be here in pictures. So I'll just add 1 or 2 designs I've made. I think this is for the event we had last week. All right, so you can see the color matches. All right, so the color matches, and that's really perfect. This is not a portfolio yet, but just to give that design vibe. All right, so now you can have let me bring in other ones. I think, which other one should I bring? Which other one should I bring? All right, let me bring in this. I hope you remember this design we made here with Pixellab. If you have not seen the video is somewhere. So we are really going to just add this here. Okay, so like I've said, this is not a portfolio here. It's just to give it that feel. Okay, let me add a stroke to this. Let me add a stroke to this. Okay. All right, so this is the first page we have. Okay, so I'm going to create two pages here. This is about us, and then I'll move to the portfolio aspect of it. All right, so that we don't, and then I'll show you how to make it into a PDF file. Okay, so that the video doesn't become too long for you. All right, so if you create it as you about me, this is creates. I hope you can see that as well. So I'm going to save this, and then because the size is not too much, you're going to save it as ultra so that it becomes very, very, very sharp. So you select ultra, and let me turn off my network connection. So you save as image. I'm going to save it as project as well. So save as ultra, and then I'm going to save to gallery. All right, so it's saving to gallery, and then the next one we are going to create a portfolio where you arrange your work. How should that be done? Okay, once that is done, creatively also check out for concepts. You can creatively put them arrange your designs in a creative way for the other concept. So it's saved already, so I'm going to save this as project as well so that I can revisit it. All right, so we have this as portfolio design 1. All right, a lot of you don't save your projects with real names. Please, you learn how to be doing that. So we have saved that as a project right now. So I'm going to delete all of these elements. Okay, I'm going to delete all of these elements. I'm going to delete all of these elements, the ones I don't need right now. Okay, so for this we don't actually need this, but you can still leave it and use it for anything you want to use it for. All right, so as it is like this, I can just bend it like this, and everything I'm doing is just bringing creativity. I never thought about this, but I just thought about it now. Okay, you can see it. So what I've just done is also creativity. So that's one thing with design. Okay, that's one thing with design. I never thought about this, but I just did it now. All right, but just make sure what you're doing is making sense, right? So it's very important it does. Okay, so we are going to create the main portfolio right now. All right, I'm going to create the main, and I'm going to delete this. I think it's locked. So I'm going to delete this and change this about me to where is it? Okay, I'm going to change it to portfolio. All right, so now portfolio. Please also make sure you change the tab above. Okay, change the tab above to portfolio. All right, or maybe we should do that. Let me do that shortly. All right, so for this portfolio you can see that the grid lines has gone off. So what I'm going to do now, this portfolio section, what part is it? What is it accomplishing? So I'm going to copy Chris graphics here, church flyers, flyer designs. Seems the church is not correct. Alright, so church flyer design. So I'll put this here and position it to the left. Alright, so the screen went off and the grid lines have disappeared. So so for the colors, let me just leave it white as it is. So I'm going to bring in my design, and then the major thing is the arrangement and then what touch of creativity you're going to give. So now you can have this particular page I'm going to create. You can have it for church flyers, you can have it for advert let's say posters, you can have it for social media designs, you can have it for other things. So you're going to have different pages of this. That's what I'm trying to say. And you may just maybe add some little touches of differences if you want. Okay, maybe just some more elements, lines and stuff like that, just to make it a little bit more appealing. All right, so okay, so this is what I'm going to have. So I'm going to bring in my elements and just arrange them here, and then you can have this. So the next part of the tutorial now is how we are going to make this into a PDF. So now I'm going to click my plus sign. You know how to bring elements already, so you bring them in. How you arrange them matter a lot. Okay, how they arrange matter a lot. So let's bring in this. So I'm going to click this, just get this out. Please I have to just use any other flyer. All right, so let's get this here this way. Let's bring in this as well, even though it's not church flyer. So just make sure you bring church flyer. All right, so I think this purpose, so I'm going to move this to this side. And then since this is a bit large, so I'm going to look for another design that's portrait. So I'm going to bring in, I think I still have one. I have this. So let me use this opportunity to tell you about this course as well. Okay, so I can crop this because it was portrait initially. All right, so you can see the course here. So you can get this course. So if you're in Ghana, in Nigeria, or any part of the world, you can get this course. All right, so I will just put this here as well, and I'm going to reduce it. After merging them, I'm going to use it for something. I think I used this effect on my portfolio, so I'm just giving you what I did on mine as well. So I'm going to bring this down here. Below here. I will copy it. I will copy it and bring it here and take it below this guy. Take it below this guy and take this guy below. Can even take this guy below all of them. All right, so it gives there's that vibe is giving them. You can leave it normally. All right, so but for me, I will just make it this way. And what other thing can we do? So you have to just think right now. That's what that's why you're a designer. Okay, so we can as well, you know, bring some stickers. You know, just go to stickers and explore. All right, there any sticker you can use. So this, if you are using normal version, you may not be able to see all of this. Okay, so if there are really cool stickers we can use here, you can just explore. And let's pick up this, and we are going to put it right here. So let's flip it. All right, so and rotate it a bit, then reduce the size. Then you're going to have it here, so you can see what's there. So we can add other stuffs and all of that. So I wouldn't want to make the video long. All right, so this is it. So I'm going to save this as project again. We're going to have portfolio design 2. All right, so this is another portfolio design 2 we've created. So I'm going to save this as Ultra like we've done before. So I'm going to save it as Ultra, and then we are going to turn it into PDF, and that's what we are going to do in the second part of this video. All right. So once it's saved, we'll move to our gallery to see what we've done. It's taking time to render because of the high quality I selected. All right, so I think it's saved. All right, so let's check our gallery to see what we have. All right, I think Pixellab should be all right. So you have it right here. You can see what we've created. Okay, so you can see what we've created. All right, I made this for that course, so you have to get that course if you have not gotten it. All right, so now how do you turn this into a PDF? Okay, so I'm going to show you how. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can turn that into a PDF. Okay, okay, I think I need to particular website, so I'm going to type the URL here. So if that is there already, type ilovepdf.com/jpg. all right, you put this underscore to PDF. all right, I hope you saw what I just typed. So you hit enter. So let's wait. So it has come. So it's saying I should select my JPG. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to click browse to really browse because the designs I made, okay, they are in this recent. I believe they are these two. So I'm going to select it. Okay, now you can see that they are selected, and if they are not arranged well, you can just click it and drag and arrange them the way you want them to be arranged. All right, so I think the arrangement is okay by me. Another setting you must be careful that you carry out is to fit the page so that you don't have unnecessary white spaces. So click the settings, page size, click the drop down, and fit same page as image. So very, very important. All right, so if you wish to add more, you can click the plus sign and add more images. So I'm going to click convert to PDF, and then it's just going to take less than 2 minutes, and everything is going to be done. All right, so you can see it's loading. So this is a very powerful way, like very simple and straightforward, right? So you can convert after you've finished all your exports as image, and the design is going to come, I mean the PDF, the images are going to come out very sharp. All right, they're going to come out very, very sharp, very, very sharp. So once you are done, once it loads, that's converted to PDF, so you can click download. All right, so once it downloads, I'm going to click, you can see it's prompting me to open here, so I'm going to use let me use Microsoft Office and see here. Look at page 2. We have here awesome. You can see what we have here. I decide to use more than this page. So if you have something that you send for your clients, they are really going to at least have a few of what you do. So if you don't have a portfolio, this video, share this video with friends, share this video to your groups, share this video with your loved ones, share it to any place shareable. All right, so I will see you in actually about me to move this tab from about me to portfolio. All right, so make sure you do that. All right, in next 3 videos, very important that you subscribe if you've not, so do that right away. See you. in the next tutorial. Bye. If you like, if you like the video, like it and share it as well, like I've said, to your loved ones. Leave a comment of what you think about the video in the comment section, and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. Bye for now. Leave a comment of what you think about the video in the comment section, and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. Bye for now.